All right, gentlemen. First of all, I really like your letters. That was very nice. Okay. Secondly, why'd you pick the sugar glider? Because I've never had this before this year.
Like
I think we have 2 or 3.
Flying.
I was looking for like squirrels, and then they took what I really wanted. So I just got on the internet and looked up like a list of small like.
What did you want?
I wanted a squirrel monkey.
Oh, but that's not a squirrel.
Well, I don't care.
Oh.
It had squirrel.
Okay. All right, cool. Tell us a little bit about it.
In the description, it weighs about 4 ounces when it's a full adult, and it's nocturnal. And the sugar glider is just like a kangaroo. When the baby's born, it stays in like their pouch, and they're called joeys.
What's nocturnal mean?
They're awake at night, and they sleep during the day.
What do you call an organism that has a pouch? It has
Marsupial.
something like that. Huh?
Marsupial.
It's called marsupial. Very good. The thing that's interesting about this, do you guys have any pictures of the actual baby?
No, we looked, but there's a really small one.
Most
They're
of the time,
actually like a grain of rice when they're born.
yeah, and they almost look like a little pink worm.
Ew.
And they're only born. I forget what it is. It's like 12. I don't know if you guys have it on there. It's like a few days, 15 days maybe after they actually were. What do you want to say? After you were fertilized, yeah, after they were fertilized, the egg was. And so there's this tiny little thing, and it actually inside the pouch it attaches to a nipple that's inside there, and it just stays in that pouch forever. I mean, for a long time, and then eventually it'll start to come out later on.
It grows to be 5 inches to 7 inches long, and the scientific name is the Pitorius brevicipius.
That's not right, but that's a good try.
They have only been seen like 1 time for every like 1,000 meters, or like 1 in every 1,000 meters.
So they're not very common.
No. And then they're the size of a rice grain when they are born, and when they're new, they stay in the pouch for 2 months, and they can live to be 14 years old. And they're found where there's a lot of rainfall and a wet or dry climate, and they are also found where there is a lot of gum plants.
A lot of what?
Gum
Oh,
plants.
gum plants.
They are also found in Australia, surrounding islands of Tasmania, and Papua New Guinea, and Indonesia.
Papua New Guinea. Do you guys know where that is?
Awesome.
Why don't you go grab the globe over there? Let's find out where Papua New Guinea is.
It's like by the Bahamas.
Yeah, he just said, if you read it, they are also found in Australia, surrounding islands of Tasmania, Papua New Guinea, and Indonesia. Well, you show me.
I don't know.
It's by the Bahamas.
Not by the Bahamas, no.
Is it by Australia?
Yeah, it's by Australia.
You want me to- There's a bunch of little letters on
Is that
this.
it, or is that it?
It's not a very big island. I don't know if you can even actually see it.
It's not. I don't.
There. Tasmania is right here. You see how Australia, and then Tasmania is this island off the southern coast of it right here. So they're found there, and then I don't know where the other one is. It's up here. It's right. That's new. It's right in here. It's in the Philippines. It's in this area right here. So anyway, let's keep going, guys.
They live in the tropical rainforest, and in the canopy, they find a tree that has a hollow spot, and then they use that for shelter. They make it small enough they can get down in it. And then they pretty much live there pretty much the whole time in that hole. And they live in the canopy. And sugar gliders live in trees, and they barely go onto the ground. And purpose as a pet, they eat bugs in your house. And then the sugar glider likes to eat fruit, and they like to eat insects. If the sugar glider can survive it, if it can survive, it will keep the population of like bugs in the rainforest down.
So if you have a lot of bugs in your house, you should get a sugar glider.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if owls eat the sugar glider will go down, and the owl species will go up, and will affect other species. And it likes to eat sweet things such as fruits, so they carry seeds, and when they poop it out, the fruit that they ate will grow like a new plant. And then I think it's Brandon's tree.
The sugar gliders have opposable fingers and toes, and that means like they can like bend their fingers all the way back.
Like we do. Your thumb is opposable, which means you can make it and take it across your palm.
They breed in July to November, so the young are taken care of during the summer. They have a pouch like a kangaroo. When days get too hot, their body can cool itself. Sugar glider can glide up to 150 feet, without stopping. In the wild, sugar gliders live in groups of about 15 to 30 gliders in one group. They follow their mom and dad out to find food, so they can learn how to do that when they're older.
Did you guys have anything about how they actually glide?
Well, they have skin, just like they're like webbed hands, so they're webbed like clear back.
So it's just skin.
Yeah.
There's a good picture of one right below right there. So it just basically has loose skin between its, I don't know how you want to say it.
Legs and arms.
Like its wrists. Kind of like that, yeah.
And you have diet.
They eat some plants. They eat insects, meal, worms, beetles, and crickets. They also eat grasshoppers, lerps, and moths. They are eaten by owls, koala bears, quolls, cats, and snakes.
What's a lerp?
A lerp is like a weird insect-looking thing.
An insect eats that thing?
Well, probably when it's like a baby.
Or no, it eats it.
What?
No,
Does it eat lerps or does it get eaten by a lerp?
It eats like.
Oh, it eats lerps. Okay.
It eats mostly sweets. They call it the sugar glider because it's like the last thing that they did, it slurps the stuff out of the trees of the gum plants.
It's drawn to the sugar. Yeah, it likes sugar.
Eat some fruits.
Okay, and then the food web. It's eaten by. It's eaten by the. I think that's a cat, like just random kind of cat in the rainforest.
Somebody's house cat?
No,
Like an
a
ocelot?
fierce
Tiger.
one.
A fierce house cat.
Yeah, and then that bird eats it. It's really scary because it's a small bird
This is why the labels are good.
and it like pecks at it.
Okay.
And then
Pokes him in the eye, maybe?
that's a quall, and it's really weird.
It's a what?
Quall.
Wall.
That's what
I saw it on there. What is it?
Yeah.
though?
Here.
Is it like a cat?
It looks
almost
like
looks like a huge rat.
it looks like an anteater without the big long thing.
No, it looks like a huge rat.
Let's just agree to disagree. Move on.
And
What's the
then-
big tree? Is that an acacia tree?
It's gum.
Oh, it's a gum tree. Okay.
And then that big weird snake eats it. Just like different kinds of snakes in the rainforest because they're so many.
This is fruit, and this is fungi.
I think that those are lerps. I think.
That's a mealworm.
Oh, yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Oh, okay.
So it eats that. And then it gets eaten by owls.
Cool. Is there any cool pictures or really neat things you guys like on there that you put on there?
That one.
Yeah, what is that?
Oh yeah.
It's got lightsabers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask that question.
Lightsabers.
It's got like
Cool.
yeah. Their tails get really long. But nothing.
Like, next to the R on the sugar glider, is that like a baby one?
Yeah.
Since it's this one?
No, it's not really like baby. They're green of rice, so it's like really tiny.
Yeah, they stay. I don't know if you guys have it on there. They keep 2 months. They stay in the pouch for 2 months. So that would be one that's just started to come out of the pouch.
I think when people have as pets, they like cut their tail off and trim it because it gets really long.
Okay.
Like they do to dogs.
Yeah.
They do that. to some dogs, you're right.
They do? Yeah. Why? When it hurts?
I thought they do that if it has cancer.
When they're
It's
puppies.
like when you...
Okay, is there any questions for these guys? All right, cool. Give them a hand.